Welcome to another edition of the Logic and Larry podcast. I'm your host, Larry K. And we are here on another Friday night. And this is another edition of the Logic and Larry podcast. There's so much going on in the world right now. And if you're trying to listen live, I apologize. Live is not going to happen tonight. Tonight, we are just going to be recording because it seems like as hard as I try to get this setup working, as hard as I try, and I try so hard to get this thing on point, it's just not going to happen. So I don't know how we're gonna do it going forward. We might go back to the old format on the Podbean setup and get off YouTube for good, because I don't think I have the technological capacity to broadcast on YouTube and also record for the folks on Spotify and all the other places. But at the end of the day, I still welcome you to another edition of Logic and Larry. And we are going to talk a lot. So those of you joining me from Spotify, those of you joining me on every different medium across the internet, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, welcome. So many things are going on in the world today. So I had to sit down with you once again and discuss what was happening. And so here we are. Everything I say in this podcast is strictly my opinion. It's not the opinion of any other entity. It is not the opinion of anybody else. Simply my opinion, speaking to you as a private citizen, in my capacity as a private citizen, and that is it. I'm broadcasting to you live from Newark, New Jersey, downtown. The Prudential Center is busy tonight because Sir Elton John is performing a farewell tour. And he is there, and it's crazy. That just shows the generation we're in, right? It shows how old we're getting, where Sir Elton John is performing on a farewell tour through Newark, New Jersey, and New York, and it's looking like that might be the last time we see him performing live here again. So the Empire State Building is lit up blue and yellow in support of Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. It's crazy what's going on over there in Eastern Europe and the Russian border. It's terrible. But here we are, and this is what we're dealing with. It's a complicated situation. And it's a situation that everybody should be wary of and everybody should be informed about. And there's a lot of misinformation swirling around per usual. With any big news story, there's always a lot of misinformation swirling around. And so we find ourselves here, and we're going to parse it out tonight. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss what the problems are and what's going on. So welcome and thank you for joining me. We're going to do that tonight. I had a very, very busy week, unfortunately. Even though I spent all day testing this thing, it's not working. So, hey, if you're not listening live, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's been a frustrating day after a long and productive week. I'm glad I had the productive week. I hope all of you had a productive week. I'm going to try to forget the frustration I have with the technological aspect, and I'm going to just move forward. So, what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation? Well, there's a whole lot going on, right? First of all, Russia started amassing troops on the Ukrainian border several days or several weeks ago. And America and the media and any commentator that knew anything about anything that was going on knew that Russia